In the world of hip-hop, few songs burst with the intense energy and bold defiance found in OutKast's Bombs Over Baghdad, a duo consisting of Big Boi and Andre 3000. Released in 2000 on their groundbreaking album Stankonia, this track is notable not just for its fast-paced and intricate production, but also for its deep themes. Welcome to Mic Drop Analysis, where we deconstruct the lyrics to some of the most influential hip-hop tracks of all time. Bombs Over Baghdad is one of OutKast's most daring songs, moving beyond typical hip-hop stories to tackle big ideas about freedom and destiny. The song challenges listeners to think about and fight against the life paths that society and circumstances try to set for us. With its powerful lyrics and vibrant delivery, Bombs Over Baghdad encourages us to take control of our own lives and pushes us to break free from our destined roles. It's an essential part of OutKast's music and a strong call for independence and change. In Bombs Over Baghdad, Andre 3000 strongly questions the idea of fate and predetermined outcomes through the image of ignoring weather forecasts. The lyrics use a clear metaphor to challenge what authorities predict. This isn't just being contrary for its own sake, it's a deeper message about personal power and our ability to go beyond what's expected of us. By choosing to ride in a convertible despite the forecast, the subjects get drenched, symbolizing a new awakening or rebirth. They're choosing to question and resist simply going along with what they're told. This defiance captures the main message of the song. It encourages us to question and resist the paths that authority figures lay out for us. It suggests that true freedom comes from challenging what's supposed to be certain and embracing life's unpredictability, thereby taking back control over our own destinies. Andre 3000 powerfully captures the idea of taking risks through the lyric. This line is a strong metaphor for making bold moves in life without any safety measures, a theme that echoes throughout the song as it challenges fate and destiny. Performing risky actions like somersaults without a safety net represents a complete break from the usual comfort and security that come from knowing what to expect. Instead, the song celebrates the thrilling, though dangerous pursuit of memorable experiences that shape a person's life story. This bold move is about more than just a physical risk, it's about making life choices that are free from the usual cautions and fears. OutKast's message here is clear. The most unforgettable and life-changing moments often arise from facing uncertainties directly, accepting the possibility of failure as part of achieving great things. Through just the energy of this song, OutKast strongly encourages listeners to break free from the heavy expectations of history and society. The following lyrics act as a powerful call to action, telling listeners to escape the limits of their time and roles society expects them to play. The term Anno Domini, which is tied to historical timekeeping, alongside anything goes, suggests throwing out old traditional timelines and the usual cause and effect flow of history. This line promotes a different way of living where personal goals and self-awareness are most important, pushing aside the fixed paths set by society. This idea supports the belief in controlling one's own life, urging people to actively dismiss outdated restrictions and embrace the freedom to shape their own futures. Through this bold message, Andre not only pushes listeners to rethink their place in history, but also encourages them to define their roles on their own terms. This line isn't just warning against carelessness, it's a powerful symbol for making intentional, fate-changing decisions. It highlights the idea that people have control over their own lives through the choices they make. The phrase means that you should only take action if you're fully committed to following through. This challenges listeners to think carefully about the results of their actions and to choose their paths with purpose, not just following what seems destined or predetermined. This mindset encourages taking an active role in shaping one's future, suggesting that life's outcomes should be crafted by thoughtful decisions, not just by chance. Through this song, OutKast isn't only entertaining their audience, but also empowering them to live life on their own terms, making decisions that are thoughtful and intentional. Andre powerfully captures the idea of breaking free from limitations, with the line, this lyric dramatically shows how far someone might go when all normal ways forward are blocked. The image of digging so deep that one might touch hell is a strong metaphor for pushing past the limit that seems to be set by fate. Instead of accepting these limits, the lyric suggests being ready to take on extreme risks and face serious consequences, rather than just putting up with things as they are. This bold way of overcoming obstacles not only highlights human strength and creativity, but also points out a deep fight against the hidden forces that control our lives. Through this line, OutKast encourages a kind of bold defiance, testing and stretching the limits of what's possible, showing a clear rejection of society's usual expectations. These lyrics reflect on moments when you return to something familiar only to find out it wasn't as great as you remembered. This idea challenges our usual expectations of comfort and stability when we come back to familiar places or situations. The line, "It was bad all along," marks a significant moment of truth, showing that things we thought were fine were actually problematic from the start. This isn't just a disappointing discovery, it's also a chance for change. It pushes us to question our views and can lead to significant personal or group improvements. Andre uses these lines to show how shocking yet important these moments of truth can be for growth and change. In these powerful lines, Andre strongly expresses a fight against defeatist attitudes. These words go beyond just a wish for medical advancements. They represent a larger battle against the severe limits that life's biggest challenges impose. The phrase "staying on tour for days" suggests more than just the life of a musician. It symbolizes anyone who keeps moving and acting to avoid feeling hopeless. The search for cures for such serious diseases shows humanity's ongoing effort to beat incredible odds. OutKast highlights a message of exceptional endurance, indicating that people are driven to chase what seems impossible as a way of rejecting preset fates. This lyric encourages listeners to push against what seems unavoidable and to envision a world where limits can be continuously overcome. In Bombs Over Baghdad, OutKast skillfully challenges the ideas of fate and destiny with bold lyrics and energetic beats that promote individual power and question social norms. By going against what authorities predict, taking risks, and breaking free from traditional limits, the song encourages listeners to recognize their own influence in shaping their lives. This message is particularly powerful in society where people often feel trapped by predetermined paths, inspiring them to overcome their situations and change their futures. The enduring impact of Bombs Over Baghdad comes from its strong call to action, a reminder that despite the obstacles we encounter, our lives aren't fixed by fate. Instead, they're stories that we can write and change ourselves. Thanks for watching Mic Drop Analysis. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this take. Till next time.